Welcome to Everything Life and Real Estate. Let's get started with our hosts, Linda McKissack and Dana Gentry.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Everything Life and Real Estate. I'm Linda McKissack.
And I'm Dana Gentry.
Hey, Dana, how are you? I feel like we never talk except we're doing podcasts and then we don't have time to catch up.
I know we don't. It's been busy. Normally this time of year, I kind of like to slow down, but I've been like busier than ever. In fact, last week, I talked to my brother on Friday and he said, we had like a quick call. And then Saturday I called him, or I was FaceTiming the kids or something. Anyway, he said, are you sick? And I said, no. And I said, actually, I just realized last week I did 32 hours of Zooms, and that's not including like the phone calls that I had, the computer work it was just a really busy week of like Zooms and calls and Zooms and calls. And then he said, well, I thought when I talked to you on Friday, you seemed kind of brain dead. I was like, yeah, I think because I've stared at the computer too many hours.
Oh, God. Yes, that sounds awful.
It's just been busy lately, though, but it looks great. I feel like you look like you're in a Hallmark movie right now.
I am. I'm in the Montana Hallmark movie.
Love it.
Mountain behind us with snow all over it. Me and my little fuzzy vest that looks like.
I love it.
What does it look like? I don't even know what you call these things, like a sheepskin or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say like Sherpa. Is that what it's, I don't know.
That's what it looks like. Exactly.
Yes.
Awesome.
Well, we're recording late actually this time, and this will drop. Actually, yeah, this one will drop tomorrow, which will be the week of Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving to everybody listening.
Happy Thanksgiving. Remember to be grateful for what you're grateful for.
That's right. Yes. I love this time of year so much.
All right. So we're going to do one on our favorite things. I have so many lists. We'll probably have to break this up in two.
I do too, but I was trying to think this is the perfect week to do it because so many people are going to be like Christmas shopping this week and Black Friday, and not all mine is like stuff to buy, but still I was like, this is a great time.
Yeah, I think so too. I thought for the guys, we'll give them some good ideas for the girls in their life. Yeah. And there are a few things could kind of go both ways, I think.
That's right.
Well, everybody always thinks my stuff's real big, which some of it is, but I'm going to start with little things first. Here's these actually cute little lids that go on.
Hold on. I think our one bad review, which was the one that you were like, I'm not reading it. Our one bad review of all time was somebody that said, I think this is hilarious, Linda, because we appreciate everybody that listens to the podcast, but everybody's like, y'all are so authentic and real, and we just love y'all so much. And our one bad review is, I don't want to listen to somebody talking about all they do is go on vacation and buy expensive things. And I'm like, then we talk about that like 2 times a year.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was somebody that was about the plane or something.
It was like flying around on private planes. Yeah. Or something like that. Good grief.
You know what I have to say to that is, if I heard that, I would aspire to go, how in the hell did that girl do that? You know,
Me too.
I would say, wow, they seem pretty average. How in the world can they do that? Right. So
I totally agree. In fact, can you see, I have my plane you gave me right back there now, right on top of it. It's kind of hard to see, but it's on top of my signed football. But yeah, I mean, and but that's so true. I would think that too. So anyway, I'm like, we'll give all sorts of different stuff.
Yeah. Well, and I say too, to that person, I don't know, think bigger.
Think bigger. Yeah, I agree. Totally.
I mean, for you and I, it's never anything that we're bragging on. It's more of, gosh, if we can do this, you could do this if you wanted to do this, right? And if you don't want to do it, just ignore it.
And it reminds me also, and then
going and getting through TSA and getting held up and canceled.
Yeah, no fun. It reminds me of what I just was sharing with you on our Zoom one day this week about the stewardship. And I loved what John Maxwell said right now. It's really about like never settling. And that's totally different than not being happy. Like you can be totally happy, just like we both are, and blessed and grateful and happy, but it's just about never settling. You just think bigger and you want to achieve more and you want more for the people around you and all those types of things.
Yeah. Well, and again, I go back to what Dan Sullivan says, the way you make your present better is to make your future bigger.
Love that.
To think bigger, to dream bigger, to want bigger, for all things, not just monetary things too. So, okay, well, I'm gonna start with the little thing then, since that might be listening. Okay, these are funny, but they've been such a cool little thing because half the time you drink Olipop's, I drink Olipop's and Zivia's, but half the time I only drink a half of one. So I found these cute little lids on Amazon, and they just fit over the top. And so like if you only drink half a can of the can, it's the coolest thing. I wrote the name down somewhere.
Okay.
Anyway, we'll attach everything. Maybe we might not get it done this week, but by next week we'll have everything attached to the show notes. But they're you just Google, lids for your soda can.
I've never ever seen those or used those. I love that.
Yeah, because I don't want to drink a whole one. I just want a little bit, right? So that keeps me from saving them. I mean, so I can save them. Let's see. Another thing that I love is, this is definitely for girls, but there is a scrunchie called a night scrunchie that if you just had your hair done and you want to put it up, you roll it in it, you put the scrunchie around, and then you wind up rolling it in it. And the next morning you get up and it looks like you just went to the hair salon. So that's definitely a girl one. But
guys use. That's a great stocking stuffer, the night scrunchie.
Yep. And then I've also been huge into sleep this year. So I really love like the sleep mask. There's a little red light plug-in light that you put in your bathrooms and this makes a huge difference. If you get up and go to the bathroom and turn on all the lights, it's like all blue lights and it wakes you up. Whereas if you have these little red light that you plug into the wall and put them in your bathrooms, I go back to bed and I'm super groggy. So I go right back to sleep and never even feel like I've been up. So that's made a huge difference.
I can get those for Adam. I'm writing that down myself.
Yeah. And then the sleep mask, which by the way, did you get your packages?
I got a package today, but I haven't opened it because tomorrow I wait till my birthday.
Tomorrow's your birthday. Well, your birthday and Christmas is in there, but you can open them both tomorrow.
Oh, good. Okay, thanks. Yay, I'm excited.
Okay, so the sleep mask that I love.
Hopefully I'll have a sleep mask in there because I don't have one.
The sleep mask is by Dream Recovery.
Okay.
And then using blue blocker glasses. I finally got Jimmy doing this also. Our deep sleep's been so much better since we started doing this stuff.
Wow.
Blue blocker glasses at night while we're watching TV. About the last hour to 2 hours, we put them on.
Oh, wow.
And then mouth taping. Made a huge
oh my gosh, my neighbor Helen, or my old neighbor, but she moved now. But Blender Bomb, we had her on the podcast.
Oh yeah,
swears by mouth tape, like swears by it.
Yeah, and the one I like is called Somnifix. It doesn't rip off your lips or nothing.
But did it take you a minute to get used to it, or what?
Well, not really. I do have sometimes, like if my nose is stopped up or something, I'll have to take a minute. And if I feel like I'm getting a little panicky, I'll just pull them off for a second and then I'll put it in and then I'm fine. But because I'm using those blue blocking glasses, I'm going to sleep so quick that I don't even think about them being on. It's huge. So this year's been our year to really work on our sleep because it's so important and it's so hard to get it where you, especially Jimmy, he doesn't sleep very good. So we've been working on him also.
That's exactly how Adam doesn't sleep very good either. I'm out. Like when I'm out, I'm out. But Adam gets up. But now Frankie's been waking us up more in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. And Adam gets mad because I turned on my flashlight. And I'm like, Frankie, let's go. And Adam's like, I think somebody's breaking into the house every time you turn your flashlight on your phone. So I'm ordering those little red light plugins like tonight.
Yeah, get those. And then also at the same time, when you get up to go to the bathroom, put those blue blocking glasses back on. And don't without those on. I'm telling you, it all makes a huge difference. My deep sleep went from like 30 minutes to your deep and your REM are supposed to be about half of your sleep together. Yeah. That's real hard to do. But my deep sleep was like 30 minutes max. And now it's over an hour and sometimes over an hour and 30 minutes. So all this stuff doesn't matter, especially if you can track it.
That's great.
And then one of my other favorites is that vest, that walking vest that I have. And because I got the hand weights, I got the leg weights, I got the backpack, and it's all uncomfortable. But did
you get the vest that I got?
I don't know. Is it AION? Is that the brand?
No, mine's Amorpho, OMORF or PHO, I think.
Yeah, this one's really cool. It just zips up like a vest and all the weights are inside of it. They don't come out. I mean,
that's how mine is. They are a game changer. Yes.
Big time. So that's been a big one this year. This for me this time too. What do you got?
Okay, let me start with some of the the first thing I had on my list is right now I'm obsessed with the Food Nanny.
What?
The Food Nanny is a girl on Instagram, and she's out of Utah. Her mom and her cook, and they have all these amazing recipes. And she is like the starter of all the sourdough bread. And so I just ordered like all her sourdough starting kit. I haven't got my sourdough to rise yet or to activate, but they say it can take up to 2 weeks. It's a chore. I'm like feeding it every day. I'm like, I don't have the patience for this, but I'm determined to do it because they say it's so healthy. They say you can eat like a loaf a day and you gain no weight because of the kamut flour that it is. And like you buy the flour from her and stuff, but I love everything about her. Her recipes are good. I've been buying like her cooking utensils from her website. It's all like copper or natural stuff. Like she is the cutest thing. You've got to follow her on Instagram, the Food Nanny. And all her stuff is so cute. She like makes me want to just move to Utah and like milk cows and bake bread for the rest of my life, which we know is not going to happen.
Oh, that's funny. At least for a minute anyway, right?
But at least for a minute, but she's so good. Oh my gosh. So good. Next thing I had on my list kind of goes with that is Just Ingredients. And I don't know, you probably do follow them on Instagram or her already, Just Ingredients. But I have been buying their lotion, her soup mixes, her electrolytes, her hot chocolate. And then recently I just bought her, instead of toothpaste, it's tooth powder. And like you dip your toothbrush in it. So it's all like the cleanest of clean products that you can find. And they're all really good. I've been trying like 2 or 3 at a time, and I've loved every single thing that I've tried. But I'm obsessed with the tooth powder. Like I'll probably never use toothpaste again. It's
that's
so
funny, because one of mine was these no BS in their little toothpaste pills.
Oh,
because my next thing I want to tackle is the mouth, because that's what's another place.
Yes.
So I started listening to this guy that is, I don't know, maybe like a health dentist or whatever, but he recommends these, and it's so good. You should listen to some of his, I got to get his name, because he talks about how he believes in the carnivore diet because it's the best for your teeth and your gut. He believes in no fluoride, which a lot of people already know that. And then also very little on the brushing, like not super hard, very light. Flossing, but I think he said flossing before you do your toothbrush. And
I think you're supposed to floss before. Yeah,
there was something else, but anyway, he's my next one to tackle. So as I learn more from him, I'll talk about it on the podcast.
Oh yeah, we'll have to talk about that. Well, she believes that the tooth powder is like way better than paste, and I kind of see why. I mean, it makes my mouth feel cleaner, my teeth feel like cleaner and whiter, and I have been obsessed with her tooth powder from Just Ingredients. So I love everything I've bought from her so far. I've loved it. Like loved every single one. Even I even thought you should tell Betty about her soup mixes because they're totally clean. Well, I don't know if you can have them on the carnivore, but they have like, I bought the broth, protein one, and it was super good. Like soup tasted so good. Okay. What else did I have? This is random, but one of my goals for this year, I don't know if I shared it on the podcast or not, was to stop drinking out of plastic, like no more plastic bottles.
Oh yeah. So what are you doing for water bottles?
So I have been I've been buying, my favorite water of all time is Mountain Valley spring water. It's in those green glass bottles at like Whole Foods or Fresh Market, or they don't have them like at Publix, I don't think, or Kroger, but Mountain Valley spring water, it's like the best water ever. So I got hooked on it all year. I haven't been able to stop drinking it. But I recently I saw a truck drive through our neighborhood that said Mountain Valley spring water on it. And it was like a delivery service. So now, just about 2 months ago, I got one of the dispensers in our house. So they bring, and they're glass. The big, huge things are glass. And it's like hot water, so I can use the Mountain Valley spring water out of the glass container for like hot for tea and stuff like that, or cold on one side. And it's like the only water I'm drinking. So like during the day, I just drink out of like, a Yeti, like a metal cup, like that water. But I've been trying to do like no plastic bottles this year. And I really have done pretty good, to be honest.
Yeah, there's a podcast Anna keeps wanting me to listen to about microplastics. I haven't gotten to that yet. It's like, it's coming.
It's like a whole nother, I just still try to be like 80-20, so the Mountain Valley spring water in the glass jug, like it's game changer. And we're getting like 2 5-gallons every other week, and it's like $100 a month, or like, it's way cheaper than even buying the glass bottles.
What I want to know is where in the world did you put that in your house?
I know, in the kitchen back behind the table. It's like, it's kind of small. It's like hidden in the corner, but Adam, that's the first thing Adam said was, where do you even think that we're putting that in the house?
I've seen your house. I know it looks like mine, not much room.
Not much room. I know.
Okay, so I'm gonna say a couple more little things. So
Okay.
that girl's listening again. Okay, there's these little tabs that you put on any notebook. Like here's one right here. See this one?
Yep.
You put on any notebook or any book, and you can keep a pencil or a pen or a highlighter.
Love, you've given me those before. I love
I
those.
love them. I love them. Okay, and then there is this magnetic thing that if you're a workout person and you've got a gym, it's called. Oh, I've got one right here because I got to put it upstairs. It's called the Magnetic Maxx. You see it? And what you do, you put it on the workout machine. Even if you go to the gym, you could just put it in your gym bag.
Yeah.
And then I use the Polar H10 health strap, and all your stuff will go up on your phone, and it'll even talk to you and tell you when you're in fat burning mode.
Wow, that's good.
Cool. So it's real magnetic. Just stands up on the, like, whatever machine you're working out on.
Oh, Adam would love that too. Yep.
And then you have the H10, you have the Polar app.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you use an app? Okay.
Polar app, because you get the H10 strap, and then you put your phone on here, and it's going to talk to you through the whole workout.
Oh my
And
gosh, I love that.
it'll even tell you, like, if you're in a certain zone, like if you need to get up to a higher zone. My trainer, he's the one that turned me on to all that, so I love it.
Are you still staying in a zone 2 or what? Because they've still got me in zone 2.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm actually been listening to somebody, and I think for at least 2 days a week, I think for women over 50, for sure, we should probably do about 20 to 30 minutes of HIIT. So that would be like 30 seconds all out.
Yeah.
You know, do that for 3 or 4 minutes, rest. I mean, normal for 3 or 4 minutes and do it again. So that's not that many times, but doing HIIT twice a week, I think I'm going to start adding that, because I've been listening to people that for women, for the VO2 max, zone 2 all the time. Zone 2 is good, period, for lots of stuff, but they swear with women, you need at least a few days of HIIT. And my doctor has said that before. I just have never done it because it's so hard.
It's so hard. I know. I redo my VO2 max in January, and mine sucked so bad last year. So I've got to get better at it.
Well, I think if you added a little bit of HIIT, like 2 times a week or something, and then did zone 2 the rest of the time, that should move it up.
Yeah.
The Belkin MagSafe for your car, that they hold your phone. If you have one of the mag things on the back of your phone, I love those, because I've tried 1,000,000 for my car, and they all fall out of the vents, or
mine do too.
I hate them. But I found the Belkin MagSafe, and I like those best.
Oh, I'm gonna have to order that too. Okay.
And then I've probably had these for 5 years, but I love my Bose Sunglass earphones.
Yeah.
I mean, I use the heck out of those, because you don't have to have earphones and sunglasses. Your sunglasses are, now I'm not sure about the EMF near my brain, but
yeah. It's like, just
that's
cannot
next year. EMF is next year, 2026. Right now, we just got to worry about plastics and gluten and all the other stuff.
So true. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. Okay, let me pick just a couple. Let's see. Well, first of all, my favorite book this year is The Force of Favor. We had Dave Martin on, like, absolute my favorite book. I love it. I bought 100 of them. I'm giving them to everybody I know for Christmas. So if you're listening, you're probably getting one if you're my friend. But I love that. So that was my favorite book. I'm going to do a book club on it next year. More into like a little bit expensiver things. I have fallen in love with In My Sunday pajamas. It's from a blogger, Mallory Irvin, out of Nashville, and she has a company called In My Sunday. In My Sunday, and their pajamas, they are the best pajamas. They're like my favorite. They're so soft. They're so good. But she only does like certain drops when you can order them. Sometimes you can go back and she'll release more sizes, but they're just the best. I mean, they are so good. I've become obsessed with those. I've switched some of my skincare. People always want to know about skincare, to U Beauty, and it's clean and it is so good. It's like the letter U and then beauty, and they have it at Cost Bar or Blue Mercury or some of those places like that sell that U Beauty line. the super hydrator moisturizer, like the eye cream. I mean, I'm obsessed with all of it. And I love that it's clean, but it is so good. I think it might be European brand. I mean, it's not like the top of the line, but it's also not cheap. So I would say it's like in the middle ish.
Well, and I started using that Jones Road. Have you seen her commercials on Facebook?
Yes.
She's real natural. I've been trying it. Honestly, at first I didn't really like it because you almost feel like you don't have any on. But then I thought I really do like it because it doesn't feel cakey or anything. So I'm gonna keep trying
anything that feels cakey. Yeah.
I'll show you her stuff next time we're together so you can see. But you do know I'm going to see Martha Stewart's dermatologist in January, right?
No. How do you even know who she? Wait, I already told you that I went to see her and got her book and stuff, right? She came to Charleston.
What?
Yeah, we didn't get to like meet her, but I mean, I was like, she did a Q&A for an hour. Oh, well, it's her brand. It's her 100 favorite recipes of all times. They're saying it's like her best cookbook of all time. And it's good. We got it at the event. But she came to Charleston. Yeah. And she did like a live, well, she talked for like 30 minutes and then she did a Q&A, but it was hilarious. I mean, the second when they opened for Q&A, this is a scroll, but you're going to die over this. The first person asked her, it was a dude. And he said, I just want to know if you like to bake with convection oven or regular. And she was like, oh, convection. Then this lady stands up and says, can you share the biggest lesson that you learned from being in prison? And literally stone cold face Martha said, I did not come to Charleston, South Carolina to talk about being incarcerated. And the whole room was like, you could have heard a pin drop. And there's like hundreds of people in the room. And the lady that asked the question was like, oh, I'm sorry. I was just thinking it was a pivotal moment in your life. And maybe you could share just anything that you learned. And Martha said, I learned, don't get incarcerated. And I was like,
I learned, don't go there.
And she was like, next question. Everybody was like, oh, shit.
Oh my gosh. No, I think I sent you her dermatologist.
But I'm telling you, she looks.
I said, I think I sent you her dermatologist notes from her podcast. She had him on.
No, I'm going to have to go listen to that. Yes.
Okay, I'll send you the notes. I have it transcribed.
But I was going to tell you, Linda, yes, please send me those. She looks amazing. Like, I mean, I saw her in real life and she looks so good. And she does not look like she's had a lot of work done. She really does. So either
no, that's why I like him. He's very cautious. He's not, they don't do any, like, he doesn't even do facelifts or anything like that.
She looks so good. I mean, actually, my question was actually going to be like, what's your number one secret to looking great at your, like, cause I mean, but I didn't get to ask a question, but she looks so good. I could not get over it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Oh no, I didn't know you got to see her. I need to see if she's coming to Dallas or Montana, Whitefish.
Yeah. See if she is. Speaking of sleep, I will say one of the last ones of like, and this was one of the most expensive things we bought this year, but we went back and forth on a new mattress. I mean, for months.
Yeah.
Months. We got the BeautyRest Black and I love it. I mean, we love that.
We have that in our beach house.
Oh, you do?
Yes. It's fantastic.
I love it. But what I was going to share was we did get the base thing that goes underneath of it. And Adam and I's favorite thing is to lay in, we watch TV now in zero gravity. And I swear, the middle button is called zero. You hit the middle button and it's zero gravity. So it's the top just like a little bit up, and then your legs like more up.
Oh yeah.
But you're like a U kind of shaped. Yeah. And I swear, I feel like, I don't know, like my body feels better. I sleep better. I love it. They said it's like that you should lay in that position for at least an hour a day.
Oh, I'll have to try that. I bet we've got that and I've never even tried it.
Look on your thing and see. Yes, because it's on all the new ones. It's called zero gravity.
Okay. Yeah, I'll look at that because that's what we have at the beach house. I'll check that and see. Okay, I got to tell you about this really. Do you drink protein drinks?
Yeah.
Okay. Not my trainer. Who told me about this one? Oh, my assistant told me about this one. She said she saw it on TikTok. It's so good. You take a core protein, the 42 grams of protein.
Yeah.
You put it over ice. You add a little bitty can of Coke Zero, and it tastes like a Coke float. Have you ever had a Coke float?
Oh, I bet that is good.
It's so good. It's like a dessert. It feels like a dessert.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hoodie can of Coke Zero because I'm sure it's got stuff in it's not great for you, but it's so good.
Coke float.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds so good. I love that. Yep. I drink those Ripple protein shakes still that Gary turned me on to like 5 years ago.
You got to use the vanilla. So if Ripple has the vanilla, use vanilla Ripple. The reason I like the core protein is because it's got 42 grams of protein.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah. That's what Addison and Amelia drink, the core proteins. They love those.
We'll do the Ripple vanilla, but make sure it's the vanilla protein, and then a Coke Zero. Tastes like a Coke.
So
Coke
good.
Your Coke float.
Love it.
All right, let's wrap up here. Any last things you want to make sure you mention? I am going to mention one expensive thing in case that girl's listening. She needs to close her ears.
She definitely needs to close them on the mattress too. I was actually just going to share because I didn't know. I thought this might be good for you too. This is nothing to buy. So she can open her ears back up on this one. But two of my favorite podcasts that I have been obsessed with lately are I have gotten back in love with Joel Osteen. I don't know if you I love him. I just think he just makes me happy. You can't help but like laugh when you listen to him. His podcast has been amazing lately. And then I've been turned on to Don Yager's Corporate Competitors. He interviews CEOs of all huge companies across the country. And it's so good. I mean, some of them have just been the best episodes lately of his interviews with some of these CEOs, and I love it. And then I thought you might have to tell Jimmy this, but there's a new guy who's like all the rage in country music, Zach Top. Have you listened to him yet?
Nuh-uh.
He's new country, but he's like old, like he plays like they're saying he has the voice of like the old country, like Willie Nelson or like some of the, he's so good, Zach Top. So I've been like, all I've been listening to, and I'm not listening to Brandon Lake, is Zach Top, and he's so good.
When do you find all this time is what I want to know.
I don't know. Do you know just how it is? When I'm sitting here trying to get work done, I turn it on and I'm listening to these podcasts when I walk and when I'm in the car and everything else.
Okay, let's see. My one expensive thing I'm going to mention is I did a splurge when I was in Italy this year, and I bought my Gucci sweatshirt, and I love it.
Oh, they're the best. Yes, the best. In fact, every time I'm like, oh, I'm not going to get that from Gucci. and you just cannot go wrong with Gucci.
I just do it once a year, just as a splurge. And then I'm like, okay, that's enough for this year.
They are like
last year was this was that Gucci or Louis Vuitton? One of them. I go back and forth between the two.
Yeah.
But a pair of snow boots from them last year.
I remember when you got those snow boots.
It was kind of, I thought, okay, I'm in Italy, I'm gonna buy something, because everybody there, have you ever noticed when you're like in Europe, everybody has like, we like splurge every once in a while on Gucci or Louis Vuitton. They all have it.
I know.
It's like the Walmart brand of them.
It is. It totally is. I can't
or
figure it
Nordstrom.
out. Yes.
I mean, they all have the scarves. I mean, they have everything. I'm like, it's like, you're like odd if you don't have it over there. I noticed that.
I know. It's crazy. It is so crazy. Oh, wait, this had nothing to do with my favorite things, but I was going to tell you, did you watch the Chosen series?
You know what? I've started it. I haven't finished it because I can't remember what I was watching it on.
It's on Netflix now, because you used to have to watch it on like the Chosen website and it was like all weird stuff, but now it's actually on Netflix. But the new season came out yesterday or today, and people have said it's like the best one yet, but I wanted to get back in it because that's who John brought to Exchange this year. Like I didn't go, so I didn't see him. But
that's what I heard.
People said that he was great, like that it was really good. So I've been wanting to get back into because I didn't watch the last 2 seasons that came out. So I'm gonna this weekend, I'm gonna take a couple of days and I want to watch that. So I was gonna remind you to watch it.
Yeah, and you and I talked about loving the Diplomat. That was good. And by the way, we are in the Lincoln Lawyer. We're almost finished with it too.
I love him. It's so good.
So good. Okay. Well, I think that's enough for everybody for a little while.
Yep, that's a good, well-rounded list.
Yes, it's enough for you to give you some hints for shopping for Christmas, whether it's male or female.
That's right. Yes, and we will do our best to link. We might not, since we're running late, we might not have them linked by tomorrow, but we'll get them. We'll get the stuff linked up.
We'll link them by the next Tuesday.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay,
Awesome.
well, Have a happy Thanksgiving, and text me after you open your presents tomorrow. And I love my sweatshirt, by the way, my 10X.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah.
Good.
So
Good. I'm so
I
glad.
will
Well,
today.
thank you.
All right.
Awesome.
Happy birthday tomorrow and happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you. Thank you. Y'all too. Talk to you soon.
See you next week.
See ya. Bye.
Be sure to subscribe for more business strategies and tactics to inspire you to live an abundant real estate life. Don't forget to rate and review so we can bring you the best content. Find this and other valuable information at everythinglifeandrealestate.com.